if you're threatening them with a ticket or incarceration. Think about it.
To be the best. Basketball isn't easy. All my life, I've been striving to make myself better. It's a full-time commitment. To be the best, you have to work the hardest. You have to chase what seems impossible over and over and over again. Because giving up is not an option. And when you feel like you've reached your limit, it's only the beginning. That's when it's time to dig deep, to find the courage to push some more. Because if you got the drive, the discipline, and the resolve to do what it takes to make yourself great, then the rewards are endless.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. My brothers, it's time to show them what we got. Here we go.
Trying to establish that great team mentality as game time approaches. Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Rockets, and Houston is looking to play Texas big. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan in the booth, as always, with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And, guys, taking a look at Kyrie Irving. What do you think we'll see from him today?
You know, the thing about Irving is that he's got great pace to his game. Kevin, it comes down the lane. It looks like he's in slow motion, but he's really not. He's just collected, he's poised, and he's got really strong legs, so he can get wherever he wants to go.
Yeah, even if he gets clipped while up in the air, Kyrie can go on and finish anyway. He's deceptively strong, and really has a great IQ. You just don't see that kind of composure from a player who's as young as he is.
This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Bobcats. They've come out very strong. Their early season play is excellent.
I think for Charlotte, they played terrific basketball this year. They haven't missed a beat after the success they had last season. It's hard to find a team that matches up with them comfortably.
Well, you're right, Clark. I mean, they would probably have the upper hand against almost any team in this league. I mean, they're a very difficult matchup. They have plenty of talent, and they're so well coached. And what I like is they play hard every single night.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Magic.
Indeed, this was a tough loss. They faced a serious comeback intensity that just overwhelmed them in that last quarter. Unfortunately, they couldn't stay in the game enough to force an extra session.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get there in the end, but they were close. Just couldn't come back all the way.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
From deep, George. It's rebounded by Houston. And this is the first time matched up with the Bobcats this season.
They got the better of this both times they saw them last season. I think we're about to find out if they still got their number.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. George double-teamed. Rodic. George defended by Flowers. Offensive rebound. And Zeller kicks to George. Another shot. Paul George grabs the miss. Steve hit on this moments ago, Clark. When you've got the two top teams, one from the East and one from the West, would you say there is some conference bragging rights at stake here? I mean, it would seem very obvious to me.
For sure, Kevin. And games like this can be a pretty good early season indicator of which conference is the stronger one. Drop that one in as soft as a feather, using the finger roll.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Dishes to Martin. Fade away. That drops. Martin's got his first bucket in this one. Last out for Charlotte. They won that game against Indiana.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Shot clock at 6. From 13, and the jumper is good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yep, 5 times already the lead has changed.
Stolen by George. He's all alone. It's down the breakaway slam.
Quick hands on the steal, quick feet on the break.
Costly mistake to fork that ball over and then not get back on beat.
Irving against George. Irving, good look. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure to tag it.
Collins, defended by Bell. Rebounded by Flowers. Rockets trail by 3. A moment check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to speak with the head coach for the Charlotte Bobcats. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's George. Paul George making his last shot. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. The shot's good from Flowers. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here, and neither team has been able to find an edge in this game. Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
A look here at last year in the NBA, where the Bobcats ranked. First in fewest turnovers per game. 10th in three-point field goal percentage. And they were in the top half of the league in field goal.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Paul George is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Bell. And it's Martin in at center. George against Irving. Back to George. He kicks it to Zeller. Up and in on the layup. And the Bobcats lead by 1.
And the lead is right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
No good from Irving.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. From deep, George. Paul George grabs the miss. And for the Rockets, they're shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here.
But you have to love a point guard who can get his own shot at any time, because when the game slows down, shot clock winds down, you need somebody to be able to create a shot. That's exactly what Irving can do.
And it's easy to create shots when you can handle things the way Irving does on the fly. I mean, he'll be heading towards the hoop, see a lane get closed off, change direction, recalibrate, and he's already in the air and making things happen with a floater or knocking down a tough shot.
Rodich, defended by George. He feeds it to Zeller, defended by Bell. 6 to shoot. From down low. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got 6.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Feeds it to Martin. To the inside. Banked in off the glass. That's now 8 points for Kyrie Irving. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
And that one's good. And the Bobcats lead by 1.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
And there's the pass to Flowers. Now the dish to George. Houston moving it around. Martin, the pass to George. It's up a 3. There's the bucket. Good. George has got 7.
He's got a nice stroke from long range, and he's not likely to pass up those opportunities when he gets them.
From deep, George. And it goes. That's good. While we're thinking about him, did you just catch his comments press conference after the last game?
He's clearly a big picture guy. I mean, it isn't really what he's done, but what the team has done. It's all about wins with this kid, and you have to respect that.
He's a competitor, no doubt about that. I mean, he doesn't go out and try to make friends or make highlights. He just comes in with one agenda, and that's just to win the basketball game every night.
Pass to Zeller. Back to George. 1:03 left now here in the second. Can't get it to go. And Houston the other way now. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Martin with the bucket.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Cats trail by 3. Outside, George. Sevic. Back to George. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before a second violation. The Rockets making a switch here. .27 seconds left in the first half. Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove. Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, you look at the numbers from a season ago, guys, this was one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the NBA, 72%. You know, as we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has improved. It's gotten more aggressive, more physical.
It sure seems like it has. They've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter.
A steal. Here's Adrian. And that's not going to go. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Rockets lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's a good one going on out in Charlotte. Glad to have you with us for our halftime report. The Houston Rockets in front against Charlotte. Starting off on the right foot this young season, they're definitely playing well. Some great work out there by Paul George. He's got 7 points and is also sharing the ball, picking up assists as well. And on the other hand, the Bobcats are still alive. Their outside scoring is letting them down so far. And without that threat from outside, their offense is bogging down, unable to spread the floor. Not the best start for Big Dog. Just can't find anything going for himself. He's shooting under 30% from the floor. Now let's get
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws out for him. Bobcats shooting their first free throws for the night right here.
This crowd really letting you know how they feel about it.
And I'll tell you what, that feels so good getting that kind of appreciation from the fans.
And George drops them both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Catches in regularly.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, they got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Paul George. And it's Bell in at the power forward.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, they found that sweet spot between the paint and the three-point line, and they're knocking a lot of those shots down.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Thanks, Kevin. Big Dog, in their last matchup against the Pacers, was just a man on a mission. He had 37 points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. He turned in a great performance where it seemed nobody could stop him from taking over. You love to see that as a coach, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
George against Irving. Trying to find Martin. He's got it now. Back to Irving. Gets an open look and hits. Irving's got 10.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Outside, George. Sevic. Back to George. 5 on the clock. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. In third, the Rockets.
Tell you what, if you had to pick one stat, at least on the offensive side of the ball, that benefits your team, this is it. I mean, when you're amongst the league leaders in assists, you're doing a lot of good things. Not just making shots, but you're moving your teammates and you're moving the basketball.
Outside, George. On the wing, George. Here's the pick. Rejected by Flowers. He dishes it to Teller. Rodic. Pass to George. For the lead. That doesn't go either for George. Houston in the lead. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. A three ball. That doesn't go either for George.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yep, I thought so too, Clark.
Irving with it. George picks him up. Irving dishes to Bell. Lock at 6. Back to Irving. Picked his pocket. One-on-one fast break. Rodic defended by Flowers. And George, here we go. Here's Martin. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense, you're going to foul, make sure it's a good. They did, preventing the and one.
And the Rockets making a change here. Second free throw, no good. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. George with the ball. Now guarded by Larkin. For the lead. It's rebounded by Adrian.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
The Rockets again can't hit. Bobcats have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. Good 2 of 8. Black. Nailed from three-point land. They got on this for a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Here's Larkin, defended by George.